Alright fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with the biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And this video is going to be a little bit different. I hit up my Twitter because I mentioned that I got some new, computerized peripheral stuff. I'm changing my PC setup a little bit, and I wanted to know if you guys wanted to see some unboxing videos, things like that. And like, nobody hit me up on Twitter, so fuck you guys for that. But seriously though, this is gonna be a series of unboxing videos. As you guys can see, I got some stuff here. Excuse the weird camera angle. It's the only way I can get the stuff in the shot and get me in the shot at the same time. So normally unboxing videos aren't my thing. I've done them before, but given how my setup is and how my monitors and stuff are set up, it's kind of hard to find a good, placement for my webcam. I can't just put it right on top of the monitor in front of me like most YouTubers do, so I gotta do it from like a weird kind of diagonal type angle. But anyway, first off, I'm gonna probably be unboxing the memory right here and this 𝐿GATO HD60. The memory, just to let you guys know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be unboxing it and pretty much explaining the reasons why I decided to purchase it. The memory, I was going to do each video separate, but the memory, there's nothing special in memory. Normally it's just the packaging and the memory sticks. But so I didn't want this to be too short a video, so I decided I'm going to do the memory in this video, and then every other video afterwards is going to be one item. This is going to be the cooler, the CPU, and something else I got that's going to be the last video. So let me crack this open here. And I apologize if my voice sounds kind of messed up. I know I'm normally a little bit closer to my mic when I talk, so I had to keep it further away because otherwise the mic arm will be all in the shot and everything like that. So let me get this open here. If I don't drop it on the floor, I better not drop this on the floor. But basically what this is, if I can get it open here, this is basically 32 gigabytes of RAM, and it's a Corsair Vengeance something or other, but it's a DDR4 RAM. I mean, that way you guys can actually see it. It's DDR4 RAM because I purchased a motherboard to go along with all this stuff. And I can't use the memory that I currently have, which is DDR3. So I had to purchase new memory, and I could have got less, but I figured, if I'm gonna, be balling with the new motherboard and everything, why not get new memory, and then why not get a lot of it? I think what I'm currently running is DDR3 RAM. I have 24 gigs in my computer. I probably would be having 32, but my motherboard has a dead RAM slot in it, so I can't really put 32, but I normally would, have 32 if that's the case. But in this new motherboard that I got, it can hold, I think, 64 gigs. I don't know if I'm gonna go that high with the memory because this memory is expensive. This memory just by itself was like $260 something, something like that, just for 2 sticks of RAM. And I made all of these purchases. I was going to buy them all on Amazon, but at the last minute, I changed my mind because I found them a little bit cheaper at, there's this store, I don't know if this is just an East Coast store or if they have them all over the States, but it's a store called Micro Center. And they pretty much have comparable prices to what you would find on, let's say, Amazon or Newegg and things like that. So I found most of the stuff a little bit cheaper on Micro Center versus Amazon, where I was gonna buy it at Newegg. Except the memory, for whatever reason on Amazon, everything was like more expensive than Micro Center, but the memory was cheaper. But then in Micro Center, when I went, everything was like ass backwards, where like everything else was a little bit cheaper, but the memory was like a little bit more expensive. So I'm like, damn, I just can't win to save my life here. But this is something I honestly did not need. For those of you who don't know, I know I've mentioned it in a few other videos where I describe my my process as far as how I make my video content on YouTube. Right now I'm currently using the AverMedia Live Gamer HD, I believe it is. And the max quality it can do is 1080p at 30 frames per second. Which is great, you know, I don't mind it. However, I wanted to do something a little bit, you know, along the lines of 60 frames per second, because I'm going to try to get into live streaming somewhere. Maybe I'm thinking YouTube, but I know I made some tests and things like that, and I'm going to try to do a little bit more with that. But just overall recording, I want to record in 60 frames too. And with the Live Gamer HD, it could not do that unless you put it in 720. Now, I want 1080 when I do my 60 frames. I mean, if I'm going to have a balling computer setup, which I already have now, why not? I mean, I know my computer can run it, you know, so why not capture at it too? The main thing, or the main reason why I wanted to get this is because this is an internal card. Given how my setup is, I have everything running in my computer. Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and what else I got over there? The Xbox 360 that never gets turned on no more. And anything else pretty much funnels through my computer before it funnels out to my 5 displays that I have. I made videos showing everything I got before when I did the that setup video and everything. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. However, since I wanted to do 60 frames, I did my research online, and the only things I could find were USB external PVRs. I know Elgato has, I think, the regular HD60, if I believe, and AverMedia, I don't know if they have a 60 frames one out yet. I know they didn't when I looked, but I think they may be coming out with one. I'm assuming they will, because they're like the top dogs when it comes to external capture cards now, is AverMedia and Elgato. I think 𝐏𝐺 may have one, but I know they kind of fell out the wayside once Elgato came out and once AverMedia stepped up their game. But I've been using AverMedia cards since before the Live Gamer, you know, since before AverMedia got big. I know the first card I had was an AverMedia DVR something. It had a really long, it didn't even have a name, it had a serial number. That's how old I'm going back with this. It was like around like Halo 3, you know, like when Halo 3 came out, because that's when I started recording videos and doing YouTube and stuff, maybe like a year after. And it was like the first card of its kind that did 1080p HD video capture. But their software sucked. However, I never really used their software. I would use other third-party software, things like that. And after a few years, I decided to upgrade to the Live Gamer HD. Only because, you know, I wanted an internal card for my computer. I didn't like the Elgatos when they came out. I didn't like the 𝐏𝐺 boxes, because back in the day, YouTubers would complain like, yeah, like you would use it for like a couple years and then it would just magically just stop working or start fucking up on you. So I decided not to go with that. And I purchased the Live Gamer HD. I've been using it for the past probably 1.5 to 2 years now. I think, I mean, unless I'm getting really old, and it's been 2.5 years since I bought it. But I'm loving it so far. Given how I record, I don't use the software that comes with it. I mainly use other third-party software to display what the capture is picking up, and then I'll use screen capture software to actually record what I'm seeing. And it's been working great. You know, I'm not switching because it's broken or because I don't have a need to, like I feel like this card is, like I need this card at this moment. That's not why I'm switching. I really don't need this, except I want to do something with 60 frames. And how I would normally record is I've recently started using OBS in the past, let's say, 5 or 6 months. And they got 2 versions out. I think it's the one is the older OBS, and one is the it's like a newer one that came out in December. I know it's called OBS, but I know there's a different name, like a subtitle name to it, but I forget what it is. But how I would normally record is I would pull up the what the capture card is seeing, and I would kind of trick it. Since my capture card doesn't do 60 frames 1080, what I would do is, or it doesn't record that, I should say, But OBS is the only software that I've used for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it will allow the video to be displayed at 60. So when I pull up the 𝐿iveGamer HD card and would view it in OBS, if I wanted it to, I can have it run at 60 frames. So then I would just record at 60 frames, and it's kind of like a weird way to get a simulated 60 frames. So I know it's not a true 60, but that's normally what I would do. So I wanted to do something a little bit better. So I've already opened this up. Just because I figured like a manual or something would come with it, and I wanted to, read up on it while I was at work. But there's no manual in this thing. That's kind of I know I personally don't need one, but from a consumer standpoint, like if I was somebody who wasn't into computers, you always have to have, a manual with things. Like, I mean, it's just, come on. Like, what if I did, see, that's all I came with. Nothing. It was a box, this, and I took it out because I'm not going to use it. Let me 1 sec here. And it came with this right here. And what this is another type of mounting bracket for this if you have this size of a motherboard versus a normal size, which is this. So this I know I'm never going to use. So that's why I just really going to probably just throw that away. But yeah, like I said, you always need a manual. You have to have a manual. Because, I mean, what if somebody don't know how to plug this in? But maybe they decided to go cheap. I like the way it looks. I like the fact that it's sleek and black. But I guess, performance is, the most important thing when you want to look for in parts. Aesthetics, yeah, it may look cool, but if it doesn't do what you want it to do, then it's pointless. So I'm going to try that out as soon as I get everything set up. And gonna probably, I don't know what I'm gonna record with it. I really don't. I gotta play something this weekend. I know I'm gonna probably play some more Division, and I know I want to do something that's maybe high speed. Maybe I might play some more Black Ops 3 or play some Street Fighter or something. But I don't know. But anyway, guys, please be on the lookout for more. Like I said. In the next video, I know I'm going to probably unbox this thing right here. This is the heatsink for this, because the newer processors, for whatever reason, they don't come with heatsinks no more. They don't come with stock coolers, so I had to get this too. So that's going to be in the next video. Please be on the lookout for it. I don't know when I'm going to upload it. I'm going to try to upload these, let's say, if I can render everything out tonight, I'm going to probably upload them every day. So maybe like over the weekend. So by like Monday or Tuesday, I should be done. So please be on the lookout for that. My name is Denonu, the man with black privilege. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.